Good morning and welcome to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living. We are online today, so welcome to all of you out there watching and those who will watch in the future. My name is Marianne Atwell Hardy, and I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here. And we are going to start the day, as we always do, with getting centered and getting quiet. So what I invite you to do is we're going to take a moment just to feel our energy and to give ourselves a blessing before I do some reading. The theme for the month is living in color. Another way is living out loud. And to do this, we really need to know that we have this energy within us that can make anything happen so that we could live out loud. So what I'd like you to do is put your hands together and rub them together. We're going to do this for about 15 seconds. I know this is not the time of the year where we normally need the heat in and of itself, but this is also a way to connect, to generate in a tangible, kinetic way the energy that we have within us. So after you've done, I'm feeling really warm. After you've done this, then just slowly pull your hands apart and see if you feel the energy between it. In some practices, they actually put it to their face, over their eyes, but it's just a tangible way to soothe your nervous system, to give yourself a blessing, and to realize tangibly to feel the energy that we have within us. So I'm going to read from The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest. And she's entitled Letting Go of Unrealistic Expectations, because I think that's what stops us from living in color. It is not brave to say you love your body only after you've contorted it to precisely what you want it to look like. It is not that brave to say you don't care about possessions when you have access to everything in the world. It's not that brave to say you aren't motivated by money when you have enough of it. When you only find happiness and peace after you have fixed every flaw, mastered every challenge, and lived decidedly in the after part of the picture of your life, you've not resolved anything. You've only reinforced the idea that you cannot be okay until everything is perfect. The truth is, you do not change your life when you fix every piece and call that healing. You change your life when you start showing up exactly as you are. You change your life when you become comfortable with being happy here, even if you want to go forward. You change your life when you can love yourself, even though you don't look exactly the way you want to. You change your life when you're principled about money and love and relationships, when you treat strangers as well as you do your CEO, and when you manage $1,000 the same way you would $10,000. You change your life when you start doing the truly scary thing, which is showing up exactly as you are. Most of the problems that exist in our lives are distractions from the real problem, which is that we're not comfortable in the present moment, as we are, here and now. So we must heal that first. We must address that initially because everything else builds from it. We must be brave and confront our discomfort. Sit with it, even if it churns our stomach and pinches our faces and makes us certain we will never find a way out, because we will. We must listen to what's wrong, feel it, move through it, and allow it to be. The truth is that this discomfort is the true problem, and that we're running around trying to fix one thing after another because those are all just symptoms. If we become okay with money, we're on to our bodies. If we're okay with our bodies, we're on to our relationships. Once we master all the things we care about, we start at the beginning, try and level up to fix, identify a problem that is any problem but the actual problem at hand. When you start showing up exactly who you are, you start radically changing your life. You start receiving authentic love. You start doing your best and most profitable and effortless work. You start laughing. You start enjoying things again. You start realizing that you just need anything to project all this fear onto. So you choose the most vulnerable and common issues in life. When you start showing up exactly as you are, you cut the bullshit. You declare to the world that you will not only love yourself when it sees you as worthy, you will not only have values when you have everything you could ever need. You will not only be principled once you get where you want to be. You will not only be happy when someone loves you. When you show up exactly as you are, you disrupt this pattern. The goodness of life is no longer reserved for some version of you that you'll probably never be. This was always a game for you to explain to yourself why it is you don't feel good naturally, before you knew how to start showing up and allowing your feelings. When you still lived in the darkness, you had to suppress that and project it onto other issues. No longer. You're showing up as you are today and taking what's yours, not what belongs to some imaginary version of yourself, not what you think the world thinks you're worthy of. You, here, now. That's the true healing. In fact, the universe does not allow perfection. Without breaks and gaps, there would be no growth. Nature depends on imperfection. Fault lines make mountains, star implosions become supernovas, and the death of one season creates the rebirth of the next. You are not here to live up to the exact expectation that you've mustered in your head. You're not here to do everything precisely right and precisely on time. To do that would require stripping your life of spontaneity, curiosity, and awe. So, taking that thought into meditation that we have and we are exactly who we came here to be, we just need to show up. So let's get quiet for about 15 minutes. Feel that energy within yourself. So as the music fades, I invite you to slowly come back into the room if you're ready. Holding on to that energy that is always and ever within us. That we don't have to be what the outside world determines as perfect. We already are. It's only our job to live out loud. So with that, I thank you for being part of setting the stage for what comes next. And we will meet again at 10:15 very soon. See you then. Bye.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Triangle Center for Spiritual Living and our Sunday celebration service. Before I actually begin, I just want to say thank you very much to Heather Abbott. That was one of the best opening videos that you have ever created. I love the color in it. I love the music. I loved everything about it. So thank you so very much. The Triangle Center, maybe I should tell you who I am first. So my name is Dusty Rippelmeyer. For those of you who might not know me, my pronouns are she and her, and I have the honor and the blessing of being this community's spiritual director. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is a spiritual community that honors all paths and promotes global transformation through personal transformation. We are a spiritual community that can support you as you strive to experience a personal relationship with God, a personal spiritual community that really respects and accepts you for exactly who you are, a space and place for inspiration, insight, and revelation, as well as loving support to grow into your highest and best self. You are welcome here no matter where you are on your path. We are part of a larger organization called Centers for Spiritual Living, and Centers for Spiritual Living has 450 or so spiritual communities, teaching chapters, and special focus ministries in over 30 countries worldwide. Centers for Spiritual Living is a practical and positive philosophy, faith, way of life whose global vision is a vision that is a world that works for all. So again, thank you so very much for being with us here today. Welcome to the month of June. June shines with warmth, romance, and renewal. June is named for the Roman goddess Juno, who is the guardian of marriage, youth, and creative power. June has long been a time to really deepen relationships and to celebrate love in all of its forms. June is also Pride Month, when the world's LGBTQ plus communities come together to celebrate the freedom to live, love, and express themselves authentically. The month was chosen to honor the Stonewall Uprising of June 1969 in New York City. This was a pivotal moment that helped spark the modern gay rights movement, a movement that came out of a world where simply being oneself can be an act of defiance, asks us to affirm everyone's right to express their joy, lean into their resilience, and celebrate love in all of its forms, and to live in full color. Reverend Casey Taylor and Reverend Elijah Christopher from the CSL Theme Committee say, marginalized people around the world have shown us what it means to live in color, persevering despite the challenges they face simply for being who they are. Born with differences in skin color, hair texture, gender expression, or sexual orientation, may have endured but continue to rise in bold, radiant truth. This month, we are called to cast off the consciousness of separation and celebrate unity, diversity, and sacred individuality. In honor of Pride, we are invited to show up in full living color. Happy Pride Month. Typically, we celebrate all of the current birthdays on the first Sunday of the month. Now, moving forward, because of our new way of being in the world, we will celebrate them when we are all together in the room, worshiping and breaking bread together. So in June, that will be next month, June 8th. So please join us as we celebrate all of the June birthdays in the room together at 4 Points by Sheridan. So this month, we are, as I said, stepping into a new way of being in the world, and today we are online only. Following the service, join us as we come together as a community to support our beloved Karen Daly and her band, Karen in the Middle, Boys on the Side, at Scooter's Grill and Bar in Raleigh. Scooters is a female-owned local Raleigh hangout. The address is 1911 Sago Court. They will be putting their own spin on songs from the 70s, 80s, and 90s from 4 o'clock until 7 o'clock. It looks like the weather should hold out, so they will be outside. Please join us for the music and for the fellowship. The second Sunday, June 8th, as I said, we will be live at 4 Points by Sheridan. Join us as we facilitate a service filled with music, message, ritual, and prayer, normal meditation, and service times. We will be having a potluck following the service, so please bring a dish to share with the community. The third Sunday, June 15th, we will once again be online only. Once again, normal meditation and service times. The link is on the Wednesday community newsletter or on our website. On the fourth Sunday, June 22nd, we will be meeting as a community for a special event. Braver Angels will be with us to facilitate a conversation called Depolarizing Ourselves. The workshop assists us to reframe how we view others who may not think like we do in the face of disagreements, especially around politics. Join us as we discover how we may be inadvertently complicit in or possibly even encourage polarization and what we can do about it. Braver Angels have been facilitating workshops all around the country for many, many years, and like we are affirming that a world that works for all is possible. Mark your calendars for Sunday, June 22nd. The morning begins at 9:45 with a meditation, and at 10:30 until 12 o'clock, the workshop. The address is Edge Hill Farm Community Clubhouse at 391 Spring Fork Drive in Cary, North Carolina. Please park only in the spaces without a number on them. We will also be having a potluck following it, so please bring a dish to share if you're willing to do so. The fifth Sunday, June 27th, we are working on creating a service opportunity for us as a community. In this moment, we have made some phone calls, but nothing has been buttoned down. So if you have any resources available for us to make that happen, please reach out to me. Are you interested in having a midweek Grow Deeper, Raise Me Up experience? Join us for our Wednesday evening services for 2025. The evening is called the Wednesday Experience, a look at life through meditation, musings, metaphysics, and magic. It is really a wonderful opportunity to come together, deepen our practice with one another, have our voice be heard, and hear inspiring shares by like-minded people. The service will be held on Zoom from 7 o'clock to 8:15, and again, the link will be on our on the Wednesday newsletter or on our website. I would now like to thank Marianne Atwell-Hardy for her beautiful meditation, which certainly expanded the container that our service will unfold within. And now please welcome Marianne back to the podium.
Hello again. The theme for the year 2025 is Rising Higher, Growing Deeper. Our theme for the month of June is Living Color. Rev Dusty's message today is In Living Color. I'm now going to read this community's purpose statement, which is our reason for being here. Our purpose is to inspire, educate, and empower individuals to experience themselves as unique and individualized expressions of God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. We are committed to not merely a theoretical understanding of our oneness and unity with God, but to consciously practice this truth in our everyday lives. Through celebration, service, study, and fellowship, we are committed to the transformation of our personal lives and to being a powerful and beneficial presence on the planet. With the energy of unconditional love, simply, we are here for God. So now I would like to welcome you to the blessing of all people.
Please welcome our beloved Carol Cross, who will be assisting us this morning with our blessing of all people. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living honors both the truth that we are all created by God out of the same God stuff, and that there is a multiplicity of divine emanations, each individualized and unique in their own way, as represented by this sermon. Whether this is your first time with us or your 1,000th time, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you are in the room physically or participating via technology, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether your soul is full of joy and possibility, or your heart is heavy and your mind is consumed with troubles, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you are brand new to the science of mind philosophy, or you have practiced it for a long time, or somewhere in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether your skin, eye, and hair color are a rich, dark shade, or you are the palest tint of color, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you are a straight, cisgendered man or woman, or identify with the LGBTQ plus community, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether your politics tend toward the red side or toward the blue side, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you were born and raised in this country or came from a different land, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you are married or single or somewhere in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you are in the first third of your life, the third of your life, or somewhere in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Whether you feel your connection with God is the driving force in your life, or you aren't sure that you even believe in God, or something in between, you are loved and accepted here just as you are. Each and every color is beautiful, unique, and significant. They all combine together into an amazing whole. Thank you all for contributing your special vibration to today's service and to life itself. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Happy June. It is that time. If you would please turn within, closing your outer eyes if you're comfortable, as I speak a word of blessing on today's service. Knowing in this moment the power and presence of that one source, that one immutable presence back of all. I'm so grateful to feel that presence this morning, every morning. Knowing today's service is a blessing in the world, in this community, in my life. Blessing Reverend Dusty as she comes forward with her message in living color, taking a look at this gorgeous life that we are all gifted. Blessing Sandy as he comes forward with his gift of song. So grateful for his talent and his willingness to share it with us and with the world. Blessing Mary Ann for her beautiful meditation and for her service to our community and for the light that she is. Blessing Ava for doing all things AV today. So appreciate her commitment to the community. Blessing each person that is listening today online, each person that will listen in the future, and all of those in our community that are not joining us this morning, but are with us in spirit. So grateful for this beautiful community, for this opportunity to join together to explore the truths. So grateful for this morning's service, for the technology that allows us to gather online. Grateful for this gorgeous weather that we have today, and grateful for the opportunity to gather after service in community and music. So many reasons to be grateful for the blessings of this day. And I ask you to anchor this prayer with me by saying, "And so it is." Thank you. Today's reading is from The Color Purple by Alice Walker. In it, she writes, "God is inside you and inside everybody else. You come into the world with God, but only them that search for it inside find it. And sometimes it just manifests itself even if you're not looking or don't know what you're looking for. God ain't a he or a she, but an it. But what do it look like?" I ask. "Don't look like nothing," she says. "It ain't a picture show. It ain't something you can look at apart from anything else, including yourself. I believe God is everything, everything that is, or ever was, or ever will be. And when you can feel that and be happy to feel that, you've found it." And now, let's please welcome the amazing, the wonderful, the talented Sandy Hemingway.
Thank you, Heather. Hello to everyone out there in Streamland. I decided to, since this was Living Out Loud month, I thought I would start off with a song by Janice Stanfield, Amazing Things. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is found in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. For the places you will go, and the people you will know. Don't worry when or where or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what each day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing things. You don't have to work it out, just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes and take a breath and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing
Thank you so very much, Sandy. That was beautiful. I have always loved that song, and you sang it just beautifully. Thank you. So I don't know about all y'all, but when I first heard this monthly theme and my talk title, my mind immediately went to that television show, In Living Color. Now, In Living Color was a groundbreaking American sketch comedy television series that was on the Fox network, and it ran from May 1990 through May of 1994. Now, during the first 3 years, or almost the first 3 years of that show's run, I was living in Santa Barbara. I was working full time, and I was also picking up the prerequisites, a full year of chemistry and a full year of physics that I needed to have in order to get into physical therapy school. The last 2 years, I was in physical therapy school and also working part-time, and admittedly, I was a little bit too busy to watch television, and so I don't remember very much about this TV series. I can tell you, however, that it was created by the writer, actor, producer, and director Keenan Ivory Wayland. The series gave voice to the Black experience in a way that had not been present in other sketch comedy shows. The show addressed race relations, cultural stereotypes, politics, and pop culture from an African American point of view and featured a predominantly Black cast. Filmed in front of a studio audience, the 30-minute episodes were a mixture of comedy sketches, dance routines, and musical performances that celebrated the hip-hop culture. In Living Color was nominated for 18 Emmys over the run of its 5 years. And in addition, In Living Color won an NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Variety Series in 1992. In general, the series really celebrated the joy of diversity, laughter, music, and self-expression, and blazed the trail for better representation and diversity in the entertainment industry, and its impact can still be felt today. All of the 127 episodes were filled with joy. This month, in celebration of In Living Color, it is a great time to really embrace the joy that is within each and every single one of us, the joy that we arrived on the planet with and as. No matter the circumstances, there is always a reason to be joyful. As Ernest Holmes said, we have a right to enjoy living. We have the power to live each day as if it is the best day ever. It is simply a matter of choice. Now, while that might be the truth, I would imagine that many of us believe that that is easier said than done, believe that it's easier to have an intellectual idea of it rather than to live it. But in truth, it is the truth. We always have a choice. Now, the next thing that I thought about was our blessing of all people, the ritual that you just saw Carol and I do. This ritual is really a beautiful opportunity to express, demonstrate, and celebrate our teaching and our community's belief in inclusivity, oneness, acceptance, and wholeness. Represented by the rainbow, it demonstrates our unity through that golden thread of God stuff, through that inner divinity, and yet expressed in a multiplicity of shapes, sizes, colors, abilities, races, cultures, and religions. What a stunningly beautiful mosaic or tapestry or rainbow, if you will, that we create when we come together with an awareness that there is no one person that is any more special or any more significant than any other person. Everyone, I mean everyone, is an ambassador of God. The rainbow design that, while it was a little bit hard to see in the recording of the ritual, that rainbow that we create in that ritual reminded me of the Rainbow Pride flag and also of a couple of songs, Over the Rainbow and The Rainbow Connection. Now, activist Gilbert Baker created the rainbow flag as a symbol of pride, diversity, and unity for the LGBTQ plus community after he was commissioned by Harvey Milk, one of the first openly gay elected officials in the United States. The rainbow flag first appeared in the 1978 San Francisco Gay Freedom Parade. While there are now more than 50 versions of the flag, the standard rainbow flag has 6 colors: red for life, orange for healing, yellow for sunlight, green for nature, indigo for harmony, and violet for spirit. The flag is a true representation of pride. Not the pride of the 7 deadly sins, but rather a consciousness of one's own dignity, a consciousness of confidence, self-respect, and self-love as expressed by members of a group on the basis of their shared identity, their shared culture, and their shared experience. The flag is a true representation and celebration of diversity, a visual expression of in living color. The rainbow flag was inspired by the song Over the Rainbow. You might know it as Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It was a ballad that was written by Harold Arland with lyrics written by Yip Harburg. It was written for The Wizard of Oz in 1939. At its core, Over the Rainbow functions as a poignant lullaby for those who feel out of place in their current situations. Judy Garland's Dorothy is an embodiment of the dreamer in all of us, her voice, the medium for our deepest desires. The lyrics begin with a place way up high, suggesting a world beyond our reach, a land of serene colors and unfettered dreams. It is this initial juxtaposition between the drabness of reality, remember black and white initially, and the vibrancy of dreams, went to color, that sets the song up as an ageless quest for something more. Within these opening lines lies an invitation to imagine, to dare to seek out the places unmarred by often harsh realities of life. places where the skies are blue. The imagery of waking up with the clouds far behind us speaks to the common human wish for liberation from our burdens. It captures the universal desire to find a place where one belongs, where one truly feels welcomed, a place of unfailing hope, faith, and beauty. The Rainbow Connection was a song written by Paul Williams and Kenny Asher for the 1979 film The Muppet Movie. The song opens the film, which traces Kermit's journey from the swamp to the spotlight. In it, we find inspiration to realize that our dreams that maybe have felt previously too big for us can actually be within our grasp. If a simple banjo plucking frog can bring a ragtag group of oddballs to the height of showbiz, there's no excuse for any of us to really let our biggest hopes and aspirations lie unaccomplished along the roadside. The song compels us to listen to those voices that are inside of us and to follow them as far as they can possibly take us, to places where our dreams aren't just illusionary, but real, tangible possibilities. For Williams, the song is about our ability to create the world that we want to live in and for believing in what we dream. Walt Disney said, "If you can dream it, you can do it." Our dreams have to be something that we can imagine ourselves achieving. We really have to be able to see ourselves wearing the coat of the person who is already doing that thing or already has the things that we want to have in our life. We have to be that committed. We have to have that much faith. Our dreams have to be something that we can imagine ourselves achieving. It is possible that we will come across people who will doubt us and our abilities, but we cannot allow ourselves to become that person. We cannot allow ourselves to waver on our commitment to really achieving our beliefs. Because once we do that, once we cease believing and dreaming, that is the moment that those dreams just fall to the wayside. The underlying idea behind this is that God is all that there is. And since God is all that there is nothing to hinder it. The invitation is for each of us to know that we may use our own God power to think, believe, and do with our lives whatever we choose to do. We can make of ourselves whatever we desire. Every time we think or speak, we use that power. When we consciously do that and consciously do it with commitment and focused attention, we produce the desired results. The outcome is what we want it to be when we do this consciously. Our word has the amount of power that we believe that it has. In God, all things are possible, and each and every single one of us is one with God. When we truly feel that an omnipotent power is always with us and always there for us, then we will be living an empowered life. This is faith, and it works wonders in our lives. The song's uplifting message is that each of us has the power to really feel loved and cared for by something unseen in the universe, something that will support us through our fear and compel us to fly. Each and every single one of us means each and every single one of us with absolutely no exception. So the invitation is to focus on who we are at our very core, to be able to say to ourselves, there is only one me, and I am magnificent. I am God's unique gift to the world. The invitation is to dream big, do what is ours to do, and to shine our light. The next thing that I thought about when I read the theme of In Living Color was all of the amazing colors that are present in nature. Images flashed on the Technicolor screen of my consciousness, and I realized that all of nature is a demonstration of just how beautiful, just how vibrant, and just how colorful all of God's expressions are. Nature is truly in living color. Now, as you can see, preparing for this, I was a little bit all over the map. Where I finally landed was with another television show called Pose. Pose was an American drama television series about the New York City ball culture and the LGBTQ plus subculture in the African American and Latino communities throughout the 1980s and the 1990s. Its featured characters were dancers and models, many of them trans, who competed for trophies and recognition and bragging rights in this underground culture, and who supported each other in a network of chosen families called houses. The series ran for 3 years, and it was met with lots of positive reception, receiving numerous awards, including the Golden Globe Award for television's Best Series Drama and the Golden Globe Award for Best Actor in a Television Series Drama for Billy Porter in 2018. In 2019, Porter was again awarded, this time with the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series, the first openly gay Black man to be nominated for and win in an Emmy lead acting category. The series was nominated for Outstanding Drama Series at that same ceremony. The second and third seasons were also equally received with further acclaim, culminating on July 13th, 2021, when Michaela Ya Rodriguez became the first trans lead ever nominated for the Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. Billy Porter starred as Pray Tell. I love that name, Pray Tell. Pray Tell was the most prominent MC of the New York Balls, a fashion designer and a mentor to members of the community. At the beginning of each show, there was a blank screen, just dark. We could hear a door being opened and footsteps walking across the floor. We then heard Pray Tell say, as he did at the beginning of each and every single ball, and the category is. So today, in the spirit of ball culture, I have 3 points to share. And the category is seeing God in everyone. This week, this month, we are invited to recognize the divine presence within everyone. When we encounter people whose thoughts and way of being in the world are different than ours, it is easy for our focus to shift to resistance rather than acknowledging the one consciousness that is back of everything that there is. When we engage in disagreements, it is easy for our focus to shift to our frustrations rather than acknowledging the spiritual nature of the person that we are at odds with. What if we acknowledged that the presence of love expresses through each and every single one of us? And what if we viewed every challenge as an opportunity to really deepen our connection with one another? The bottom line is that every relationship and every challenge we encounter is an invitation to apply a spiritual principle. whether that spiritual principle is forgiveness or courage or unconditional love towards ourselves or others, it doesn't matter. It is an invitation to really apply a spiritual principle, to really shift the energy around the relationship or around the challenge. And the category is Spirit owes me nothing. The energy of the drag and ball culture as portrayed in Pose was always one of celebration. The bottom line is that we live in an abundant universe where all of our needs are met, and Spirit owes us nothing. Spirit doesn't just give us a life, it is the power of life itself. Just like energy, which cannot be created or destroyed, but only transferred or transmuted, we are made up of the divine energy of life. Spirit truly owes us nothing and has, in fact, given us everything and continues to do so moment by moment by moment. And the category is the spirit of resilience. Spirit empowers us to be resilient, to bounce back from setbacks, and to thrive in the face of adversity. In the heart of the ballroom culture, resilience shines as a beacon of strength and perseverance. Every strut down the runway, every fierce performance, and every unapologetic display of self-expression is a testimony to the indomitable spirit of those who participate. This month, the invitation is to channel that vibrant energy of the ballroom consciousness and culture as we celebrate our uniqueness and our resilience. Spiritually, resilience is the ability to face challenges with grace, to rise above the obstacles and keep moving forward no matter the odds. Just as performers in the ballroom culture transform their struggles into art, we too can turn our trials and tribulations into triumphs. By embodying the spirit of resilience, we access an inner strength that propels us forward towards our highest and best potential. At its core, In Living Color is about embracing all that life has to offer and seeking out new and vibrant experiences. It's about living with passion, curiosity, and a sense of adventure. Too often we fall into dull routines and stick to what's safe and familiar. In Living Color is a life lived outside of that box, where every day presents new possibilities to learn, to grow, and to find joy. The invitation is to take inspiration from this vibrant culture. What if we celebrated one another's greatness with the same enthusiasm and joy that they celebrated each other? What is holding us back from living out loud? What is holding us back from living boldly and unapologetically? As we celebrate life in living color, we are invited to recognize that oneness, that joy, and that resilience are our birthright. What better way to show our oneness, our joy, our resilience, and our pride than with color? The rainbow connection. I have faith that someday we'll find it. The lovers, the dreamers, and me. And so it is. And so it is. So I just invite everyone to close your outer eyes and to turn within, to allow ourselves to turn away from the world of form and to bring our attention and intention to the center of our being, that space and place that I call God, that is really the core of who and what we are. That Christ consciousness, that spark of the divine, that place that knows exactly who it is, that place that stands up proudly and invites us to be that out in the world, to unapologetically be that out in the world. That space that we can never be separate from, no matter the circumstances. We are one with the divine. And it's from that place of unity that I speak these words about and for each of us today, truly knowing that we can live our lives from a place of joy, from a place of oneness, from a place of resilience, and from a place of pride in who we truly are, divine emanations of the one. That we can emulate the drag and ball culture by really celebrating ourselves and each other in really wonderful and profound ways. That we don't have to hide who we are under a bushel basket, but that we can be out and proud, really allowing everyone to shine their light. Because when we do so by ourselves individually, we give everyone else permission to do so. That rainbow flag is a beautiful reminder of all of the colors, of all of the shapes, of all of the sizes, of all of the races, of all of the religions, of all of the cultures, of all of the different ways that God is showing up as us. What is there not to celebrate? What is there not to be proud about? So I claim ease and grace for us around living that life, around making the choice to living loudly, to living out loud, to living boldly, to living unapologetically. I'm so grateful to know this truth and to speak these words. So grateful for the power of prayer, knowing that these words are loosed into a law that only ever says yes, that our words are clothed in form even as they are spoken. And so I speak them and I release them into that law, letting go and letting God be God. And I invite everyone to anchor this prayer for ourselves, for each other, for our community, and for the world, simply by saying, and so it is. And so it is. Amen. Thank you all. It is now time for our conscious giving. The Triangle Center for Spiritual Living is sustained by the giving of our time, talent, and treasure. This is a time every week when we offer financial support to assist this community to continue to be a beacon of light and warmth and love for ourselves and for others. Together we affirm that today's offering lifts this spiritual community, prospers the one giving, and really adds to the energy of sufficiency on the planet. There are several ways that you can give, and they are here on your screen. Visit our website at trianglecsl.org. You can text the word give to the following number, 919-629-9148, or you can mail your gift to our office at PO Box 4062, Cary, North Carolina, 27519. I invite you now to turn within while I speak a word of blessing on this offering, knowing that the process itself is an opportunity to stand in an expanded view of all of the ways that we are abundant and to focus our attention on all of this abundance by practicing sharing and giving. That by recognizing our good and being willing to give some of it away, we enter into the law of circulation and participate in the powerful flow of the universe. I know that each of us enters into this eternal flow in giving, and that the gift we give comes back to us. The blessing and the blessed are one. I thank you all for your gift, and I thank God for the gift of you. And so it is. And now, please, let's take a moment to really welcome back the amazing Sandy Hemingway back to his piano.
Thank you, Dusty. And when I saw the top topic, I thought of doing Rainbow Connection, which I did at homecoming, but there was something that it didn't feel quite right for me, and I didn't know until the message why I chose this particular song. But this is a song by Susie Halter. It's called "Allowing," and that's really kind of what the message was, which is allowing people to be who they are and allowing ourselves to be the best version of ourselves that we can be. It's all about allowing peace within, an absolute surrender, so serenity begins. When the storms subsided and calm becomes the way, it's all about allowing it to stay. It's all about allowing love to flow, setting down your burden and just simply letting go. For as you cease the struggle, love pours through your heart. It's all about allowing it to start. Now feel it warm and shining, new with promise, strong undying love, different from any you have known. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing change to show, and living in the moment like it's all you've ever known. And though it won't be easy, you can truly see you try, for it's all about allowing it inside. And now the seed is sown. It's all about allowing love to flow, setting down your burden and just simply letting go. For as you cease the struggle and love pours through your heart, it was all about allowing allowing it to start.
Thank you so much, Sandy. That was beautiful. Now is the time for our brand new June 1st affirmations. Please welcome Marianne, who will be doing the response part. For all of you at home, you can speak it after I do. And here we go. I embrace the spiritual truth that we are all divine expressions of God.
I embrace the spiritual truth that we are all divine expressions of God.
I affirm the right for everyone to live and enjoy living, to be well, and to express freedom.
I affirm the right for everyone to live and enjoy living, to be well, and to express freedom.
June is all about pride, and I declare that pride is all about celebrating our spiritual magnificence.
June is all about pride, and I declare that pride is all about celebrating our spiritual magnificence.
Beginning today, I joyfully embrace the unity of our human experience.
Beginning today, I joyfully embrace the unity of our human experience.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, Marianne. Now, please, if you will, once again, turn within as I speak a word of gratitude for today's service. So grateful in this moment for this service, for this opportunity to gather together, for Dusty's message that allowed us to look at spirit in a slightly different way, to embrace the colors that are around us every day, knowing that diversity is spirit in all its magnificence. And what is there not to be proud of? So grateful for Sandy's beautiful music, for Marianne's beautiful meditation, for Ava's excellent job at AV, and for this opportunity to be with you all virtually. So grateful for this community here in Raleigh and in the world. So grateful for Spirit and its divine guidance in every moment. And for all of these gratitudes, I anchored by saying, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you to all of the volunteers that participated in today's service. Thank you for everyone that joined us or perhaps is going to watch at some later point in time. I look forward to seeing everyone as we go to Scooters Bar and Grill in Raleigh at 1911 Sego Court, Sego Court. She, Karen Daly, and her band, Karen in the middle, boys on the side, will be playing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock. I look forward to playing with all of you. So please come and join us as we support Karen. Have a great, great week, everyone. Choose to make it unfold in joy, and I will see you soon. I love you all very much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.